Okay, so it's recording now.
Great.
So with Recur Post, the basic idea is that you categorize your content into different libraries. It could be something like your own blog post, other people's content, and then you create a schedule for it, and your content will go out according to that schedule. So let's start with content libraries. So you could add a new library. But let me ask this. You guys, have you set up an account here? Have you played with it so that I don't go to all the basic stuff?
I have not played with it. I think Donna has.
Okay.
So going through the basic stuff, I think is good.
Okay.
And then just kind of, show it from A to Z here. I think would be great.
All right, perfect. So to start with, you create a library. Let's call it Donna. And we let you create a normal library, or you could say it's only one time you use library. And I'll tell you the difference in a while when we come to that. So you create your library. So when you start, you don't have any content. You could add an update to your library. There are multiple ways of adding an update. For instance, this could be, this is a quote / text post. So you could create a text post. It doesn't have a link or an image or anything. Then you could say stop recycling after. So the idea is that you will keep recycling it. So if your library has 20 different updates, we will send the first one out and then the second one. As soon as an update has been pushed out to your social accounts, it goes and sits at the end of the library. So that once everything else has been posted, it will be posted again. And then this cycle will continue for perpetuity. If you want to stop it, for instance, if you are promoting an event, you do not want updates about that event once that event has been held. So in that case, you could say stop recycling after.
Okay.
So I'm not going to use that here. And you click on add to library. So this will add this update, which is a text update here to your library. Similarly, if you wanted to add a link, let me fetch a link. Let's say I fetch this Mashable link and I put the link here. Okay. So as soon as I put a link in, it will go to that page and it will get the image, the title, the description, everything from there. You are free to change anything about this article, title, description, or you could even write your message here. You don't have to have the link here if you don't want to remove it. And then you could say, have you heard about this? Or something, whatever commentary you want to add. The same thing you can stop.
So does this shorten the link? So like if we're on Twitter, obviously we're limited on the number of characters. It doesn't look like it might have.
So one thing is actually Twitter doesn't care how long is your link. They always treat a link as 23 characters.
Okay.
But yes, we do let you shorten the link if you prefer. So I'll show you that. That is one of the plugins. So I'll show you how to do that once we go to the plugins. So you add it to your library, and like the text post, now you have 2 updates in this library.
Okay.
The third thing that you could do is you can create an image post. So like you share an image on Twitter. So you could select the image and you can write a caption here. This is the caption for the image, for instance. And then you could add it to your library. So these are the 3 different type of updates. It could be a simple text update. It could be a link, and then you can write a commentary about that link, or it could be an image post. So we support all 3. Then this is when we are uploading stuff one by one. You could also add updates in bulk. So what that allows you to do is you could upload multiple things in one go. For instance, I want to, let's say, use multiple images. So I'm going to pick these random images. So images, now it has picked all those images, so 5 of them. Now to add a caption to these images, I have 2 options. One, I could say this caption is for every image. and then I click on add image, and it will add it to every image, the same caption. Second option is, instead of doing that, Recur Post is smart enough to know how many images you have and how many lines do you have here. So since we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 here, I'm going to create 7 lines here. And when I click on add caption this time, it will say, look, you have 7 images and you are adding 7 lines of text. Do you want me to put all 7 lines to every image, or do you want me to divide it 1 line for 1 image? So if I say add 1 item to 1 image, it will know that this is for image 1, this is for image 2. Make sense?
Yep, that's great.
Yeah, so that's how you add image posts. Similarly, you could do the same thing, add in bulk for, you could put the links here, or you could put, let's do the same thing again here. I have 1 link, then I copy another one, and I could add them to library. It will do the same thing. It will go and pick the details from there, and it will put them here. And you could, again, change everything about these. So that way you can upload links in bulk. Same thing, you could, if you wanted to do text posts, you could do it the same way. Yeah?
Yeah. Okay. Can you do, can you upload in bulk via like a
CSV
Excel
file?
Yeah, or CSV file? Yep.
Yeah, basically what you do in that case is you copy everything from the file and you paste it here, and it will work.
Okay.
So that's how you set up your updates in your library, and you could create as many libraries as you want. Then you add your social accounts. So all your social accounts will be listed here. If you want to add a new one, you click on add social accounts, and then we support 6 different types of accounts. So for Facebook, we support your profile, Facebook pages, and the groups that you administer. For LinkedIn, we support LinkedIn profile and the companies that you created on LinkedIn. For Twitter, we of course support the Twitter profile. So you click on that and it will add your profile.
Okay, so no Instagram at this point?
No Instagram at this point. We are working on Pinterest though, so that should be coming soon.
Okay.
So I can simply click on add and save and finish, and it will add my profile here. So once you have your library as well as your accounts, the next thing is to set a schedule. And this is, we have spent a good amount of time on making this process as easy as possible. So you go to schedule and you click on add new schedule. There you select your library. In this case, we will select Dana. And then you could select the accounts where content from this library should go. So I could select any number of accounts here. Then frequency. Frequency could be daily if I wanted to post updates on these accounts from this library every day. So I could say daily at, let's say, 12:30 a.m. I could add it to frequency. Then I could say, you know, I want to post twice a day, but I don't want to tell you the time. So Recur Post in that case will select the best time for you. So this means Recur Post will post twice from this library. So we will take 2 updates from this library and we will post on both of these accounts, one at 12:30 a.m. The second one will depend on what is the best time for that day. So we may post at, let's say, 8 o'clock on Monday and 6 o'clock on Tuesday. So Recur Post will automatically find the best time for you. Then we have weekly updates, frequency. So for weekly, you could select the day. So let's say Friday, and you could select the time. So you can have a mix and match of daily, weekly, as well as monthly. So for monthly, you'd select the date, which day of the month you want it to post. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's how you do it. Once you add this schedule, I'm not going to do that, but once you do that, it will appear here. So for instance, for this account, let me show. For my Twitter account, it will show me what it looks like. Let me just bring this here. So on Mondays, I am posting from my Recur Post other people's content library at the best time, then from my Google Alerts feed, then from the quotes library twice. Actually, Google Alerts feed is also twice. So you could see how I am posting on my Twitter profile here every day of the week, as well as if I have monthly setup, that will appear here. So I don't have anything for monthly schedule. Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah. Can you show me how you do the Google Alerts feed?
Yes, we will come to that in a minute. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
Actually, that's the next thing.
Okay.
Once you know how schedule works, so we have created a library, we added accounts, we created the schedule. Then we have feed manager. What feed manager does is it allows you to add a feed. Give me a website. Your website, let's say.
Let's do Social Sage PR.
socialsalespr.com. And then you select the library. So we will try to find the feed automatically from this website. If we cannot find it, then we will ask you for the link. But in most cases, we find it. And then we have these two options. One is add to library after your approval. So that means nothing will go directly to your library unless you approve it. And then the other one is add to library without approval. Because it is your own website, you could say add to library without approval, because everything you write will be high quality and you would want to share it. But if you are adding someone else's feed, you would want to say add to library after approval. So you click on add feed, and now it will try to find the feed for you from this website. So it found it. So it found it, and it actually added that. So now every time you post something, it will add it to this library. And we try to find new content every 4 hours. So probably in next 4 hours, it will get the content. It should get some previous content as well. Yeah.
Okay.
Same thing with Google Alerts. So let me show you how we do that. So you go to Google Alerts. So for instance, let's say create an alert about social media. Yeah. I'm going to create an alert. What did I do? Edit, and then how often? At most once a day. Source is automatic. How many? Only the best results. And deliver to, instead of email, you could say RSS feed. So instead of email, when you say RSS feed and you update your alert, it will create a link for you. So all you have to do is copy this link, or you click on this and it will take you there. You copy this link, you go back to Recur Post, add new feed, and you put the feed URL here, and you select your library, and you click on add feed. I'm not going too fast, am I?
No, this is perfect.
Okay, perfect. So we created a Google alert, converted it into a feed, and added it to Recur Post. So basically now, every time Google puts new items in that feed, we will get them. So that will happen every 4 hours. Yeah, so you can set your Google alerts. So one good way of doing it is you create a library and make that library one-time post library, one-time use library. So that way, things that appear on Google for your keywords, they will come to this feed here. Once they come here, and let me show you what it looks like. So here I have something. Once they come here, you'll see all of them here. You could approve or reject them.
Okay.
If you approve them, they will go to your library. Now your library is one-time use library. And let's say your schedule says that everything or updates from this library should go on my Twitter as well as Facebook. So in that case, what will happen is everything that you add to that library will go on your Facebook and Twitter only once. So you keep getting new content in that library every day when you approve one or two things, and those things will go out on your social platforms. So not only you have repeating content, you also get fresh content from Google. Does that make sense?
Yeah, great.
Perfect, perfect. So that's how you add Google Alerts. Then we have plugins, and that's what we asked for. So we have two great things as plugins. First one is how to shorten the URL. So URL shortener. You could shorten your URLs two ways. One is using Google Shortlinks, GOO.gl, and then the second one is bit.ly shortlink. So if you have a bit.ly account, you could connect that account here. And if you connect your bit.ly account, we will pull the domains that you have on there. If you haven't added a custom domain to your bit.ly account, you'll still get bit.ly, j.mp, and all those things. If you have added a custom domain, we will even pull that domain. For instance, if you had essays.pr, that is your custom domain that you have added to your bit.ly account, you will be able to use that short URL with Recur Post.
Okay.
So let me show you how it works. So for Google, you just select the accounts where we should shorten the URLs. So if you select this, so anytime we share any update on my Recur Post LinkedIn company, it will be shortened using GOO.gl, and you activate it, and that's about it. Yeah, simple enough.
Yeah, very simple.
Oh, perfect. Then the second one, I think Donna suggested this.
Yeah, this is Donna's suggestion. This is great that you implemented it.
Right. So hashtags, and this is really amazing. What you could do with this is you could suggest certain keywords that if you see this keyword, turn it into this hashtag. So you could create different hashtags here. So these are all your libraries. So we will go to the library Dana, and let's say you want to change the word social media into #social media. So you could add that here. Let's say someone writes social media without space. You want that to be changed as well?
Yeah.
One interesting thing is, let's say someone says social says PR, right? And you want it to appear differently. You want it to appear like this.
Oh, okay.
So you could do that. So this is not only limited to hashtags, although that's what it is intended for. You could actually use it to change the case, how certain names appear in your posts.
So it's like a find and replace for basically anything.
Exactly.
Okay.
And you could add it to your library. So we have added that. Let's say what we added, social space media, right? Now, if I go to a content library, we go to this library, and we try to add an update. So see what happens now. How do you manage social media? See, as soon as I type social media, it says one potential hashtag.
Okay.
And if I click on replace, it actually replaces social space media with #social media for your company. So you see, so this way, we don't automatically change it. We give you the power to change it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's great. That's a wonderful addition.
Thank you. Yeah. So thanks to Donna for this.
Yeah.
Then we have editorial calendar. This is where you can see what is going to go live on your accounts. So everything that is scheduled to go live will appear here.
Okay.
If you want to make a last minute change, you could do that. So these things have actually posted, so you can't change them. Otherwise, you'll see the option to edit, change it here, and you could make a last minute change. When you change something from your editorial calendar, it will not change the update in your library. Next time you'll get the original one. So this is for last minute change or something. Then finally, we have reports. So for reporting, we show you a graph of how your accounts are doing. For instance, here, if you see, it says I got 4 favorites on Twitter. Sorry, 10 favorites. Sorry, 4. 4 favorites on that day and total of 10 in this 6 days, 7 days. And if I click on that, it will actually show me what update got me how many favorites. It'll show me everything I shared on that day. I could do this for all accounts, or I could do it for a particular account. Similarly here, this is for retweets. And you could see what updates are doing fine, when were they shared, and so on. Then it gives you a glimpse of your accounts, how your accounts are doing. So for instance, Recur Post Twitter is actually doing good compared to last week. This is also doing good. So compared to last month, this is definitely doing good. Mm-hmm. So you see, you could see that. Then we have top 5 posts. So these are the 5 updates that did really well last week across all social platforms. So we didn't post anything on Facebook in the last week. Twitter, these are the 5 things that did well on Twitter. Then for LinkedIn, we didn't post anything on LinkedIn. So you will be able to see what are your top 5 for last week here.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's the reporting. So that's about it. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask.
So what if I want to post a specific post just today at 10 o'clock? Like I just want to go in and like, I know I want to put this out there at this time. How do I do that?
Yeah, my mistake. I forgot to tell you that. So go to editorial calendar and we have one-time post. So you click on create one-time post. It will not ask you for any categories or something, and you could post it. So this is like buffer, how you would do it.
Okay, perfect, perfect.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just looking to see if there's any other questions we had. No, I think you answered all the questions.
Okay, perfect. So a few more quick things. So for every library, let's say you had a client who was paying you monthly and then they want to stop it for 2 months, but you don't want to delete their schedule or anything, but you want to stop posting for them for 2 months. We have that. You could actually pose a library. You go inside that library. And you click on pose. Once you do that, nothing from this library will be posted anymore. So you keep your schedule and everything that you have done for this account, but you just stop posting for them.
Okay, perfect.
Similarly, you can change the order of the posts. So for instance, if you don't want this to be the first post to go out, you could move this one up. And that way, this one will go up, this one will come down. Or you could give it a random shuffle. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, this is great.
Thank you. So that's all I had. I hope you like this tool and start playing with it.
Yeah, I think that it's very intuitive and just easy to use. So that's always good.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, so we'll stop it here unless you have a question. And I am always online or mostly online. So ping me anytime if you need any help or have a question.
All right. Can we just stop the recording for a minute?
Yeah, sure.
All right.